here. In fact, let's tell you, after the government urges states to enforce UPS, poll-bound Maharashtra offers UPS switch. And this becomes the first state to offer UPS to employees, what we're given to understand. This decision is 24 hours after the center's nod to UPS. That's a significant development that has come through, where Maharashtra has become the first state to offer UPS, the Unified Pension Scheme, to employees. In fact, this is hours after central government's employees organizations demanded that state governments implement the Unified Pension Scheme. Poll-bound Maharashtra became the first state. Now has become the first state to offer a switch to its employees, in expectation that others, especially those governed by the NDA, will follow suit. But also the timing of the same, because the decision has come about 24 hours after the Union Cabinet approved UPS to offer 50% of employees' average salary for the last 12 months as pension, along with inflation adjustment and other demands of government employees. Let me take that point across to Nilesh Shukla, my colleague. Nilesh, with the fact that Maharashtra has managed to do this, also, while you get us details about that, essentially the timing of the same, it has been a quick nod by the state.
Well, absolutely. As we say, politics is all about timing, and the poll-bound Maharashtra becomes the first state to implement the Unified Pension Scheme, which was earlier approved by the central government. The Maharashtra government is also part of the NDA alliance, and this approval comes big, as around 14 lakh employees of Maharashtra will be getting benefited by it, and including the employees of Zilla Parishad will also be included. Earlier, protest was being organized, which was dated on 29th of August. And with this significant development, the Maharashtra government is somewhat trying to cater to these protesters. Earlier, in the month of March, apologies, in the month of March, body was constituted under a retired IAS officer who somewhat reinstated the NPS Act. However, it wasn't implemented, and after which a protest was being organized. But with this new announcement that it will be approved, it is approved and it will be implemented, will be in action since next year, that is March 2025. There's a big relief. The government is expecting that the protests will be.
In fact, as you get us those details and you're drawing things into perspective, of course, a lot that has really transpired as far as that is concerned, with the timing also that you are essentially drawing things into perspective for us. Because remember, this is after the government urges states to enforce UPS. Poll-bound Maharashtra has offered UPS, which, like my colleague Nilesh Shukla was drawing things into perspective. In fact, it becomes the first state to offer UPS to employees. The decision, of course, here is 24 hours after center's nod to UPS, which Nilesh was helping us better understand. But Nilesh, coming back to you as far as a quick takeaway of this is concerned, just for our viewers also, of course, to understand, you said about the timing, but we also know it's poll-bound. Perhaps why, questions could be raised if that's how it really came through so quickly?
Well, absolutely, and this would be the point the opposition definitely would be raising, because there has been announcement of several schemes since the Assembly of Maharashtra will be dissolving in the month of November, and poll is what somewhat expected between October and November. Hence, various schemes are being announced or getting approval in a fast-paced manner, and opposition will definitely put up this matter. However, the bigger point is that the Federation of Employees is approving to this Unified Pension Scheme, which government for long has been facing protest. But with this announcement, a big relief is what is coming to the employees, because about 90% of the demand which were earlier raised are being fulfilled by this Unified Pension Scheme, and hence the government is somewhat trying to understand how much impact will this create, because around 4 states will be getting into polls in next few months, and with the recent development of the Lok Sabha election, the jolt which was produced NDA government, it It is something that they are trying to, somewhat get better understanding of people. They are announcing various schemes, and yesterday we saw how Prime Minister Modi also reached Maharashtra and provided certification to Lakpati Didis. And this is after a few hours of his visit that the approval by the Maharashtra cabinet was given to the Unified Pension Scheme, and thus becoming the first state to implement this particular act.
Right, Nilesh. In fact, as you speak about that and you're saying that it is a relief, just for our viewers to better understand why that would be so, a key takeaway of the same?
Well, absolutely. There had been a demand that the NPS is somewhat not catering to the employees of various government sectors. With this particular scheme, the employees will be getting a bigger benefit, a bonanza, you can say, as that 50% of their salary for the past 12 months will be calculated, and the pension will be given out in that with that particular amount. This will also benefit in case the employee loses his life or he's a deceased individual. The percentage then increases to 60%. Other benefits which be included. So to a great extent, this demand of long-raised protest are being fulfilled by the Unified Pension Scheme, and the government is somewhat trying, getting in a good hope that with these announcement of various schemes, it will definitely also benefit the NDA government, NDA alliance, as four major states, four important states of our country is pole bounded, which includes Jammu and Kashmir, and a bigger state, which is also the financial hub for our country, that is Maharashtra and Mumbai in particular.
Right, Nilesh. Thank you very much for not only joining us with those details, but drawing things into perspective for our viewers. We're going to have to leave it at that for the moment. We're shifting our focus now